Hello everyone. Welcome to my online channel, The Palm Leaf. This is video number 20 of the Data Analytics and Visualization series. Today, we are going to look at a very basic line chart, something that we can actually do in an Excel sheet. But we are going to try and explore how we can do it in a single line of code as compared to first making the right a set of table, placing the right columns in the right place, and then trying to do a line plot, right? As how you would do in an Excel sheet. Um, in this, we are going to refer a data set called as happy, right? And I'll just try and show this to you. It's a data set related to the happiness from a general social survey. So in 1972 in the US, I think they did a survey of about 50,000 people or 5,000 people. There were about 50,000 observations. I mean, to be precise, there are about 62,466 different observations of people who have been happy, not happy, or maybe pretty happy, partially happy, so on and so forth. Um, and you can see there are a few aspects of these people that were captured, which is age, the degree of their education, how happy they are, like very happy, pretty happy, not too happy, what's their health, what is their marital status, whether they are males or females, what's their point of view, are they conservative or liberal, so on and so forth. And there's just one numerical variable here apart from age, which is probability weight, right? So there is a weight that is ranging between 0.39 to 8.74. Now that's the happy data set, and I'll just show you the data set as well. It looks like this. um, so let's get into creating our line chart. So what are we going to do? We are going to install a package called as ggMosaic. Now, this is because this is just to access the happy data set. If you're just trying to if you're just trying to plot a line graph, you don't really need this package. I just wanted to access this data set, and this data set comes with the ggMosaic package. That's the reason why I wanted to install ggMosaic, and I'm calling the library as I usually do after installation. And this is the dplyr function. So I've already called the dplyr function, so I'm not calling it now. But those of you who are starting with this video for the first time, you should call the ggplot2 package and the dplyr package. You should just call library, and then in parentheses you should mention those names, right? So let's quickly get into the line of code. The main line of code is in line number 435 to 438. So we start off with the happy data set because of the dplyr function, which we have covered in videos 5 to 7. We are using the pipe function and then grouping by year. So let's go back to the data set. So what we are trying to do is we are taking this whole data set and we are grouping by the year, right? We are grouping by the year. And we are doing the pipe function again, and we are going to look at only males whose health is equal to good, right? So we are just using the filter function sex equal to male, comma, health equal to good. The moment you have a comma, it's like an AND function, and you're again using the pipe function. So ultimately what you have done is you've just grouped by year, and in every year we are just looking at males whose health is good, right? And then you're going to summarize by the mean of the last column, right? The probability weight. We're going to just do a sum. I mean, all that we're trying to do is we're just going to create an artificial data set, right? And what do you get from this data set? Let's just quickly look at what we are getting from this data set. I'll do a control enter after selecting that part. I've got about 28 rows. I can see all the distinct years, and I have an average of the value, right? So what I'm going to get is like a timeline with years and some average value of some random number. Now what we're trying to do is we're trying to do a line plot, and at every observation of that line plot, or every instance of that line plot, on the x-axis where the x-axis meets the y-axis on the observation, we are going to ensure that there is a dot plot, So how do we do this? We just pipe it onto a normal ggplot function where we just call out aesthetics as x is equal to year and y is equal to ind. So ind is the variable that we created, which is the mean of the probability weight that we had in the happy data set. Um, so ggplot will plot the year on the x-axis. It's going to actually plot this that you see here. It's going to plot this table that you see on your screen, right? On the x-axis will be year, and the y-axis will be that numerical, artificial numerical variable that we created. We're going to just mention geom underscore line, right? We're just going to add the plot as geom underscore line, and we're going to say geom point. We define a shape. We are going to fill it with a number, or we are going to fill it with a color, and we are going to say size of that dot plot is equal to 6, right? Let's quickly run this line of code. So this is what we are going to get, right? On the x-axis, you've got year. On the y-axis, you've got a numerical variable. And what we did is we had a geom line plot, and then at every instance or where the x-axis meets the y-axis, or the instance of observation, we are putting a dot plot with size is equal to 6 and color is equal to something like turquoise, right? So let's say if we had not used the geom point, if I just select this much and I run the code again, I will get a simple line, right? And when I run the whole set of code is when I'll get that dot plot as well, right? I hope this was fairly simple. You can use it. I mean, it is like all the videos that we have seen so far, this is one of the most simplest graphs to make, right? So I hope you had fun. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. Cheers.